Hey chess friends, we are back, and today we have a Caro-Kann sort of game. I say sort of game. I wanted to do a Grunfeld, it kind of transposed into a Caro. Really crazy game. I've been playing a lot of Blitz lately, so for me, coming back to Rapid, I wasn't sure how I did. You'll just have to watch and find out. Alright, let's take a look. Okay, it's been a minute since we've actually done a video. I've done a lot of games, though. On my own in the last week. I think I played about 200 games in the last week, so I've been playing a lot of games. I've kind of fallen into the trap of playing a lot of Blitz games. So anyway, we're gonna see what they do here. I'm gonna play there first because it doesn't look like. Okay, they're not even playing a. They're not even playing a London. So that's silly. Well, since they're not playing a London, we could play kind of an anti-Queen Gambit type of thing. Like, our version of a Queen Gambit. Yeah, I'm not really sure. We could also transpose it kind of into a... Yeah, okay, let's go for a little bit of a... what we're used to with a Caro-Kann setup. I was gonna say I could play an immediate c4. Sorry, c4. c5. You could play an immediate c5, but I think this is going to get the job done. Maybe. We'll find out. It also allows our queen to get out real quick. Like for a quick check. Which should come in handy, but I don't think just yet it does. Now, I think there's some sort of gambit where you can go here directly. I think I saw something like that, where you go here directly, and then if they take here, you take here first. And it's actually, like, just fine. Let's try it. I think I saw it recently. We're gonna figure out if it works or not. And it depends what they take. If they take off to this way, I feel like we just win it back real quickly through queen to a5, I think. Yeah, we'll kind of see what happens. Okay, so they take there, and I think we just take here. Now, there is that, right? And I think now going back somewhere is good. I mean, we could stay on this line inviting them to take. But I don't know how that helps us exactly. Knight wants to go there, so not real compelling. Off to the side there seems kind of like getting kicked around as well. So I was able to do something. I think going back to d8 is fine in this situation. If they take here, isolated pawn, we can retake the queen and play a queenless game. We'll see if they want to do that or not. Probably getting there is super important. Although, this is also important. So we'll see what they decide to do in this circumstance. I don't know. Okay, so we're going straight over there. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this developed. They might be trying to do an alien gambit, but I don't think they've got really enough. If they do decide to take, then at least I have, retakes, and it's limiting the scope of this knight. It is kind of ugly, and that's doubling my pawns there. But, okay, that's not bad either. Now, I wonder what I can do to stop that. I could give... That doesn't seem too nice. We gotta do something, though, because otherwise they're gonna start gaining up on us. So we have to be kind of clinical here in what we're doing. I feel like that is a move. It breaks the pin and allows us to take. So we're gonna start with that. And then I guess we'll retake like that. question will be, if they do take here, what should we retake with? Right? Okay, I'm going to retake here like this because I kind of want to get pieces out. I don't really want my queen here. So I think we're just going to lock up the pawn chain. My opponent is definitely, like, being very on the attack, you know? Now, they could... I mean, they locked in their bishop, so I'm pretty okay with that. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not getting steamrolled. Okay, well, we can retake right away. And then I think we just have that. Is there an intermezzo? I don't think so. We could also go here first. And then they can try to defend that. Okay, we can do that. So this is just preventing any jumps in there at all. We have access to this. They could try to protect it, but I think we just take then. Because then we, you know... Technically, is it dislodging our king if that line happens? Yeah, but at the same time, I think we'd get 1-2 pawns out of that. So I'd like to say that's a good deal for us, but who knows? Might not be. Okay, so they're doing that. Which is, an interesting move. We can also play, rook over to c8. Because I think we do have to solve that first. We can also end up a pawn down, but that kind of defeats the purpose. So I think I'm going to go here. They could target that, but I think we can still get out of it in a hurry. And yeah, this knight still can't really come into the attack. This bishop is still looking at nothing. So I think we are probably winning that back. Depending on what they decide to do. The question is, well, the interesting thing is, too, if I move this out of the way to attack this, then this falls. And then we have some, then we might have some danger. We can also move with an attack on the queen, but again, then this falls, and I don't really want that to fall, so I think the next thing we can do is just try to kick out the bishop, but we need a castle. They still haven't castled either. Okay, so they're moving there, but they're also blocking the queen, so I'm gonna jump in right now and give a check. Okay. And, I think... I don't know if I have time for this. No, taking there. No. I think I should just go right back. And say, you know, you failed there, come up with something else. So we'll go right back. And, maybe that'll make them think, like, maybe they should castle first, or... do something, you know, do something else first. I'm thinking of taking that way now. Yeah, so they're trying to do it that way, so I think taking this way is good. The problem is, this is the problem. If I take, then immediately we have a threat there against it, and we have to move back. Versus if I go here, there's no threat immediately. Plus, maybe I'm just threatening to get in or something. Plus takes here, I'm potentially threatening there. Yeah, so that looks good. So we're going to do that. Because I don't want this. I do not want to be tempoed. If they do that, I want to be in a situation where I can just take, and I'm not really afraid of that. And yeah, they have to be careful, because if they castle right now, this bishop is hanging, right? So they have to be a little careful. Yeah, have to be a little careful. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Blitz this past week. Way too much Blitz. And it's been a really destructive process. Anytime I try to play, like, do a lot of Blitz, it's just, it's very frustrating. I was trying to get to 1200 Blitz, but it just wasn't happening. I went down as low as 1050, then now I've rebounded to 1100. So that is going to be very annoying. That is definitely going to be annoying, and I don't see any, like... I think we're gonna have to play here and then castle. Because what else do you do, right? There's still this. Is there anywhere we can go to make a threat? Yeah, I think we have to castle is our main thing. We could also try to kick the bishop, but there's a discovery, a discovered attack coming. Also, I think we can just do this and then sidestep one of the ways, and I think we'll be fine. So let's do this. Let's prepare to castle. That will probably move out of the way, and we'll have to move the queen to c7 just to sort of maintain everything. And then we get castled. And then maybe we can finally move this out of the way as well. Okay, so that's happening there. Ooh, but this is okay. There's some tactics about to happen. What do I want to do? I kind of want to take there, but then oh my gosh, you have that. I think I start with that. So we're gonna take here first. And then we'll see, because, I mean, honestly, if we can just get the, king castled right now. And they have to take right away, because this is kind of helping with the synergy, the defense there. So, there we go. Done. And, this is still defended, so we don't really have to worry about that. They could be in some amount of trouble, though. Because their king is, like, on that. Okay, so they moved there, and I wish I had a discovery that actually hurt, you know? I've got that, which should hurt, but I don't have anything that would hurt enough. I mean, there's this, and that queen goes there. I mean, if we only had, like, an additional check or something at that point, right? If the queen goes away, I mean, yeah, it's just we don't have a way. Maybe we go over here, king goes this way, we take, and we swing around there and hang our queen. Yeah, okay, no, let's not do that. I would like to get rid of the bishop pair, though, so that wouldn't be horrible, plus then we open up this file. And we could claim maybe that's pretty good looking. We could try to do something like a F5 push. Just to move the queen somewhere. Like if the queen moved up here, that would be great just to maintain this. I think so. It is a little weakening, but I kind of want to try it and see what happens. Granted, maybe then this falls, but then the same thing happens, right? So let's do that and see if they fall into it. Because, yeah, that's threatening the queen. We'll see where they end up going to right now. Oh, shoot, but that comes with check. Ah, no. That is annoying. It comes with check. Yep. No, that's bad on me. Should have noticed. Should have noticed it comes with check. So, check. Can I go off to the side and then what's... Or I go here. just to keep everything locked down. Otherwise, this falls. Actually, that might be good. Let's move to the side. No, wait, we can't. Because that won't fall because of this. But also, this won't fall here. So I think I could just stay this way here. Maybe keep the tension on. They can maybe swing something else around. Oh, but then no, but then it doesn't work. Let's go off to the side because I really don't want to encourage this. Yeah, I don't really want to encourage that move. But if it happens, we have to think of something else to do. Probably some sort of like play like that to double attack and put pressure on it. If that's what happens. So we're gonna see. We got the discovered check in our pocket, but they will probably see it. I mean, you would imagine that they would see it, but maybe they won't. I don't know. Although that's kind of hope chess to say otherwise. So we need to figure out what to do if you know, if they play bishop there, and I still think that knight e5 is the prescription to that. Assuming, like, because that still ends up locking things in, but then there's that, but then there's this. So at the end of that line, they'd still lose it. It depends. It's really tricky. Okay, so they go that way instead. That is very annoying. Can I go here? Can I go there instead, like that? I mean, I could still go this way, and like either way. Maybe I could do a bait. Maybe I could bait them with this first. And then see if they take. That's definitely a lot of material I'm giving up for the bit. But we can try it. Okay, let's go here and see what they do. If they don't take the bait, then what will we do there? I mean, that's a tough one. Yeah, maybe go around and try to get in this way. Okay, they took there instead. Oh no, well that's unfortunate, because now this really, like, I don't have anything? I don't know. Yeah, this is really tough. I could maybe try this. I mean, I'm really trying a lot for the bit, you know? Yeah, I'm trying a lot for this bit, but I don't think it's gonna work. I do not think so. This square is being defended, though, so I do have that. Yeah. And this is being attacked now. So we do have some options. So it's not all, like, all is not lost yet, but we'll find out. They're 2 pawns ahead, so we'll have to see what we do. Okay, so they're doing that. I think we can just take here like this. They have to take. So now that was a really good move on their part. I just have to kind of see what we are going to do. We're definitely going to retake that way. But even then, like, if they take... What was our plan? If they... Yeah, they take that way. Wow, they're good. They are really, really good. They're so good. I don't know. We could take here, but after takes with check, we just don't have enough material. I do think we can infiltrate there, but it's not amazing. You know what? It probably is pretty good. Problem is that if we don't take, you know, they are, like, taking their works. It just isn't exactly what I want. Because you can't retake. So I do think we have to do something about this pawn. So I do think we have to do that. And now, do we have anything here? I don't think so. Unfortunately, we almost are forced to take. So I think we need to take. And then maybe we can move over to there. Let's see, king goes... I mean, it doesn't really matter where the king goes. I can't really... I mean, I can go up here. But that doesn't seem like it's going to work, probably. But we can try. It's pretty obvious, but at the same time, maybe we can, you know, we can do something here. Unfortunately, this pawn is going to be... That pawn there is going to be the really annoying one. So we have to try to, like, the only way we can go about this is to play sort of sneaky chess. But if they take their time, I think this is probably winning for them. Okay, so they step off to the side, and now we're gonna have to try something else. I don't think that gets me anything. I do think I can go here with the trying to get some things going. Because here, I'm targeting this, so maybe we can make some sort of claim to, like, that's making sense. There's still no back rank mate for me because of this guarding, but I can't, like... I have to stay guarding, unfortunately. And I don't really want to lose more pawns. But at the same time, they take that pawn. Maybe I go like this and push. Well, no, the problem is that this can swing around. Ooh, but maybe. Yeah, maybe we just force a pawn down their throat and kind of see what happens. Maybe. Let them take here. But, oh, why am I doing that? So here... I mean, should I? If I go here, they're kind of not going to be able to do too much. Well, if I go there, they can take this one out. So it's really just take your pick. Like, which one are they going to do? But also, this is a huge... We just said this was, like, major, and we can get 2 pawns if we do that. We can get 2 pawns, but it still might not be enough. Takes. And we can't move this off the back because... Oh, actually, you know what? We can take here starting out, and then go, like, over to here or something. Yeah, we could do that. Take there. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, we gotta take like that then. Yeah, I don't know. We might have gotten the edge there. Because now they're gonna have to move this away. And then it's just kind of difficult, I would say. Actually, if they go after this now, I just go here and here and it's checkmate. So they have to be a little careful. Yeah. That's checkmate. I cannot believe that worked. Oh my god, you guys. Let's take a look at the analysis board. This was a really hard game, which means either my opponent? What the heck am I talking about? I cannot talk tonight. Either my opponent did really great, or we played trash. It really had to be one of those options. So let's find out. The game is analyzing. Very suspenseful here, especially for me. I have to know, did I play like trash? My opponent played 74% accuracy, and I played 84% accuracy. So, not great. I mean, in the 80s for me, I'm happy with that when I am playing Blitz, but I'm not playing Blitz tonight. I'm playing Rapid. Let's take a look and just see how horrible that was for us. Okay, so my initial plan was to go with a Grunfeld here, but just the way they, when I didn't see this coming, and when I saw that, like, I decided, no, we have to play it as something else. So I went with kind of a Caro setup here. I think, instead of playing here, I think what I could have done that might have been a little bit stronger is just play an immediate c5. I really, yeah, looking at the engine, looking at the at Stockfish there, the analysis, that's a dead even game. So black manages to even things out on, you know, move 3. So I really needed to play that just from the start. But I didn't. We played more passive. We played this move, which was a mistake. I swear I've seen Eric Rosen play this move before. Yeah, it's not that good, as it appears. But that's okay, now we know. So we shouldn't do that again. Yeah, we allowed White to get a really big initiative in here. Everything we're doing now is, you know, inaccuracy or a mistake. It says right now we should have played e6 right now. So just, you know, batten the hatches, lock in our bishop, and just play very, very defensive. This was a mistake. That was a mistake. What else? Bishop captures on c5, which we did not do. So we put them in check there, which is okay. That was just, yeah, because otherwise I didn't want them coming straight to e4, right, with their knight. But yeah, all of this, so at this point here, we finally take on c5, and now we are about equal. We're about equal at this point on move 15. Now we're a little bit ahead, but we apparently don't push our advantage. We're supposed to go queen b6 here. So let's see, queen b6, and then develop the bishop to e7, preparing to castle. So yeah, I don't know, I guess. But still, I mean, it's okay. This is a complete blunder, of course. I was playing hope chess right now, you know? I was just seeing, hey, if I can just set it up so I can have the discovery on the king and get their queen. But yeah, it was just all, it was horrible. I should have, I mean, there were lots of things I could have done. I was thinking about checking and attacking the bishop, and that would have been okay. That would have been an okay move. Just keep it simple, get rid of the bishop pair, you know? But we didn't do that. Still, though, we ended up winning, even despite ourselves. Like, this was all just horrible. We somehow... This is, like, the worst right now. White has a 5.1 advantage right now. This is just crazy. Yeah, we trade. Still a huge advantage from white. Still really huge. And this is where it all fell apart. Yeah, this move right here allowed us to get ahead. And then from there, it wasn't long. I mean, I can't believe with how well they played earlier that they'd make such a blunder with checkmate in the very end. Not gonna lie, guys, that was really scary. I was really feeling the adrenaline on that one. All that blitz, and just I felt like I'd come back to rapid and just get stomped. And it almost happened, but I managed to somehow pull it out at the end. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do those 3 things so that the YouTube algorithm puts me in front of more eyeballs. Alright, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!